You know, Frank, you only have 7 days and 16 hours left, but who's keeping track? I really need to see what you have so far. I'm coming down and I'm coming down now.
Gee whiz, darling, you came down so fast. But can you believe it? It's a blue screen of death. I hate when that happens. Looks like we'll have to do the review later on. Besides, I'm in the middle of the education section, and I really need to focus.
Okay, Frank, but when I get back, we need to have that review.
Boy, that was close. I've got to keep going. Education. This church is on fire, and they actually say they have their own university. I'll have to check this out. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you this day shall be upon your heart, and you shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you arise. St. Paul Episcopal University. No football team, no band, no degrees, not one graduate. At St. Paul's, education is an ongoing, never-ending process, and we have quite an assortment of classes. In the children's program, we teach core values. From pictures and storybooks, the Bible stories most of us learned as children, the most basic prayers, to studying the Scripture, and making the transition from childhood to adulthood, Sunday school and other programs prepare our children for their spiritual future. But, as we discussed at St. Paul's, spiritual education is not just for kids, but also for adults. Bible study, prayer groups, and special programs continue the process. Weekly sermons keep our spiritual education tracking, growing, expanding, as we cover most of the Bible in a 3-year cycle. We also have the informal education program. We have advanced programs, where professors don't prepare one lesson, but hold class on the last 2 Saturdays of every month for 20 years, and teach through example and consistency and love. Programs where children are taught how to share and be young stewards. Programs like how to pass out food and pass down traditions. Comprehensive programs in storage management, packing, and distribution. Programs that keep us grounded in taking care of the earth our God has given us and sharing God's gifts with others. Parents getting children involved in endless meetings at early ages and passing on special skills in planning or organizing. And of course, we have overnights and mission trips where education hits the road. And what type of university would not have advanced placement courses in VBS? Having fun, making sets, cutting and painting styrofoam, and letting the educational process flow like a river, passing on God's great plans for us, and leading by example. It's working together to support the children. It's grown men trying to make a chain out of noodles, with some younger assistants. Sometimes it's bringing in a professional scientist. It's our own youth passing it down, keeping the spiritual education flowing, taking their place in the education chain and preparing to take their own place, keeping God in the center and trying to figure it all out. And it's all about the kids and the people who make it happen. On special occasions, we take on the elevated responsibility of training deacons on their way to receive holy orders. It's a large commitment, but we have stepped up to the plate and delivered. St. Paul's education. It's like a flowing river, both formal and informal. Our education process can be as formal as a 12-week study program with lesson plans and study guides, or as simple as passing out carrots. Education. This is what we do. This is us. This is stewardship in action.
Frank, I'm coming down now. I need to see what you have. By the way, Frank, you only have 7 days, 14 hours and 12 minutes to go.
Oh, no, love. I've got a serious problem. I can't believe it, but there appears to be a small problem with my hard drive. Good thing I have backups, but for now, our review is on hold.